Hello, legends, anywhere, anytime. This is Zach of SomeDudePlays. Just some dude likes to play video games. Zach of SomeDudePlays.com. Just some dude likes to play video games. And here we are for part 223 of Fire Emblem Three Houses Blue Line. So, off screen, as you can see, I got maxed out everyone's motivation so I can do more training during the lessons. And like I promised, we will do, what was it? Yeah, it was Leonie and Lorenz for their support. So we'll start with her and Ignatz, then do Raphael, and we'll move on.
Hey, Ignatz. Drawing again?
I am. I suppose that's rather irresponsible, as we're in the midst of a war. But ever since we last spoke, I felt keen to pursue my artistic aspirations.
Yeah, he's finally learned to do what he wants, not just for his family.
Like I said, it's your calling. Don't feel bad about it.
All right, I'll try to embrace it. And you, are you practicing archery today?
More just double-checking this bowstring. I want to make sure it's ready for the next battle.
Okay. Well, let's both do our best.
That's the spirit. Does that mean you finally accepted that you're an artist?
I'll try to discuss it with my parents after the war. There's little demand for knights in peacetime. In fact, painting might be a more reliable way for me to support my family. I'll try to persuade them with arguments along those lines.
Good point. I'm glad you've got some confidence.
Yes.
Come to think of it, Leonie, what will you do when the war is over?
Now that is going to be interesting because she's been really going for mercenary, but once the war is over, really what use is there for mercenaries but doing jobs to hunt down bandits?
Me? I'm going to become a top-tier mercenary.
A mercenary in peacetime?
Even after the war's over, there'll be plenty of work for me to do before peace really takes hold. I'll pay what I owe my village back, with interest. After that, I don't know. Never thought about it.
As long as she survives.
Sure you can do whatever you put your mind to.
Hardly. Lots of options just don't suit me. I mean, could you imagine me as a songstress?
Actually, yeah, I can.
But yeah, I don't know. Once I've paid off my debts, I guess I'll just have to find something new.
I don't think there's any rush. You can travel and relax, and think about it.
And being a mercenary will take her to many different places.
Travel, huh? There's an idea. Want to come with?
Huh? Me?
Now that's a good idea because then Ignatz can go and paint all these beautiful destinations, keep some and sell the rest.
Sure. You were really excited about different styles across the world, weren't you? Don't you want more of that? Maybe even see the sky in a new shade.
Yes, I suppose I do. I'd like to see the whole world.
If your parents object, we'll just say I kidnapped you. Actually, feel free to say that even if you go alone.
Oh no, I want us to see the world together. Your presence makes every landscape more beautiful.
Smooth line, Ignatz, smooth line.
Hey, hold on. What's this all of a sudden?
Oh, that's not what I meant.
You're hilarious, Ignatz. There's never a dull moment with you around.
Now that one was just nice. Fishing time, fishing time, fishing time. I knew waiting was a good thing. Bit too early. Now let's see what I grabbed. Ooh, yeah. There's some good drops coming, people. Could be better if I could actually hit all excellence, but done so much, there's really not a lot I can do, so next support.
Hey, writing to your sister again?
You bet! Gotta reply to these things as soon as they come in.
Yep.
You had one last week, too. It's great to see you're both so good about staying in touch. It's especially important when there's a war going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. My sister wrote to say how much she loved the painting supplies you sent.
Good. I'm glad gathering those pigments paid off.
Oh, yeah.
You even made her a brush. I really appreciate you doing all that for her.
I was fascinated with painting at that age. I was a pretty artistic kid, if you can believe it. Not a lot of time for it when you're hungry, though.
Sounds like you had a pretty tough time growing up too, huh?
I guess so. We never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
But it's true, the children in my village don't usually get to choose their futures. Any one of us could have had the talent for artistic genius and never even noticed. I was one of the lucky ones. I only got to follow my passion thanks to my father and all the other folks.
You know, that's something she can do when she retires, become a crafter. I mean, she found those pigments to make paint. She made a brush. She's good at making fishing rods and fishing. It's definitely a future for Leonie there.
That's why, once I come into my own, the first thing I'll do is head back there and help the other kids.
Oh, wow. It's like all the kids in your village are counting on you.
No need to exaggerate it. Besides, it's not like I'm unique. You're working hard for your sister's future, aren't you?
Yeah. It's like me and you are both carrying big weights. We should try sharing the weight with each other. You know, lighten both of our loads.
Huh?
If we share our problems, then we only gotta carry half the weight, right?
Yeah.
It works out for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Probably a good thing you didn't try to take on your family's business. If you take half of my burden and I take half of yours, the total's still the same.
Nah, that doesn't sound right. Everything's lighter when you don't gotta carry it alone.
You know, that is a truth, because even though you're each taking half the burden and half the others, you have different weight distribution, which really helps carrying it.
On second thought, you might be right. With the right attitude and the right partner to share the burden, maybe it is only half the weight.
Yeah.
Now you're getting it. It's a waste of energy to struggle alone when there's someone who can help you.
That's true. And I do hate waste, as you well know. So when it comes to working toward the future you're after, you know I won't fall short.
Great! And you should never fall short on sharing a big meal with me, too.
Well, there's a big meal and a great future in front of them.
Deal.
It's only a scratch, Leonie. I'm all right.
One mistake like that in battle and you're done. This is your weapon hand, isn't it? Let me stop the blood.
Yikes.
Apologies for the trouble.
He actually took a good hit there.
No trouble. And no apologies. Thanks is what you say when a friend helps you out.
Yep.
Darn.
What's going on this
What's wrong?
time?
I need a bandage to stop the bleeding, but this is all I've got.
Oh, the handkerchief he gave her.
My handkerchief.
I was only carrying it around to give back to you anyway. Mind if I use it for this?
Very well. I suppose that's fitting in a way.
A woman's favor.
I guess so. Not that I'm happy you're bleeding.
But isn't that a way everything went? He gave it to her in the beginning. She tried to give it back and he sidestepped, and now she's given it back in a meaningful way to help heal him.
I'm glad you'll accept it, though. In the past, you might have refused it.
Yes. I might have made it an issue of commoners giving aid to the nobility or some such.
I didn't understand why you were so strict about it, but I think I kind of get it now. You know, if every noble were like you, the world would be a better place.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps, but you were right. Many great deeds are accomplished by friends working together, especially when those friends are as capable as you.
Well, here's the thing. Lorenz, through all of his support conversations, has really toned down his arrogance. He's learned how to carry a true noblesse oblige in helping everyone, and he understands that even as a noble, he can't carry the burden of helping everyone in his land under him alone, that he learned to delegate, to trust others. It's another one of those interesting sports.
I hope this is not the first time I have told you this, Leonie, but you are an exceptional individual. By insisting on matters of status in dealing with you, I have done you a terrible disservice. For that, please accept my apology. Let us promise to look out for one another as friends from now on.
No need for vows. That's how I've always seen it. You weren't wrong about nobles and commoners each having their own roles. But the important thing is we help each other.
That's the thing about life. Everyone has the role that they choose, they go into, and as long as we're kind, considerate, and help each other, we do amazing things.
That is precisely what being friends with you has helped me to understand. In fact, I've begun somewhat to think of you as rather something more.
Another smooth line from Lorenz.
Huh? Sorry, what did you say?
I said, I hope we'll always give each other support.
Good cover, buddy. Good cover. More fishing. Not the little blue guy. I want a nice big red one. Actually, we'll take a big blue. Let's do a heron and one more bait. Hoping to get a really good one with these. I just don't want to waste the bait. Yes! I did it! Yeah. If we're going to go to my storehouse here, and I'm going to go to my fish. Just getting a lot of certain ones. So these golden fish and platinum fish, I'm kind of holding on to them because I can sell them for quite a lot. Same with the silver fish. Now Lorenz and Hilda, go.
Lorenz, look!
Lorenz.
What is it, Hilda? Ah, a letter from your brother?
That's right. Though part of me thinks it's some stranger imitating my brother's handwriting. He's never given me this much praise. Hilda, you've learnt the value of persistence. You're really maturing, stuff like that. Usually his letters are like, I'm worried about you, and stop being so lazy.
Since I have fought by your side, I can assure you that his praise is genuine and entirely deserved.
Lorenz sent him a letter.
About fighting in plenty of letters. Why is he so gushy this time around?
I would venture to guess that your depictions of battle are more passionate than before. It's no surprise that such authenticity would resonate with a veteran warrior like your brother.
If that's true, I have you to thank. You've inspired me to throw myself into battle. Does everyone think I'm a tough warrior now? I don't want to be stuck with their high expectations.
Would that be so terrible? You are gifted, you know. Not to say that your lackadaisical nature has failed to endear itself to me.
I'll choose to take that as a compliment.
Speaking of letters,
It was.
did you keep your promise? Did you, mention me?
I did. I told my brother all about you. I said you are a uniquely gifted leader who could inspire people to be their best selves. And I said that you'll be a real asset in this new era. I also told him how I wished you could join our family. He responded that he'd be honored to call you his brother.
Truly? Oh, to have such a valiant brother would be beyond my wildest expectations.
Lawrence? You know what I mean about you joining our family, right?
I believe I do. And I confess, if I am correct, that the same thought has preoccupied me as well. But you must forgive me. Now is not the time.
Yep.
Before we can consider our own future, we must first end this war. We must secure a peaceful world.
And if we do attain a peaceful world, then what? Come on! Just say it.
As much as I'd like to grant that request, I cannot. This is something that will deeply affect our lives. It must be said at the proper time and place, with the most artfully chosen words, and the perfect offering.
Yep.
I am Lorenz Hellman Gloucester, after all.
I'm not usually one for waiting around, but maybe I'll make an exception in his case.
Yeah. Well, he did that quite smoothly and in a really good way too. Now, Marianne.
Ah, Marianne, I've been meaning to thank you. The books that you lent me have proved most fascinating. Would you permit me to offer you tea as a token of my gratitude?
I'm a little busy right now. Maybe later tonight?
Of course. I will look forward to it.
Thank you for inviting me over.
Certainly. Thank you for coming. Oh, and please, relax. This is no formal occasion.
Nice. He's kind of learned another thing is not everything needs to be formal.
Oh, this tea tastes so good.
And tea time is always serious business.
Doesn't it just? This is my absolute favorite. I'm pleased you like it. This pastry may suit your palate also. It is commonly paired with this tea in my homeland.
Ah, it's sweet. It complements the astringency of the tea.
You have exquisite taste, and there is plenty more where that came from. We simply must do this again.
You want to spend more time with me?
Naturally.
Well, that's... Actually, there's something I need to say.
This is gonna be cool. Or maybe more serious. Who knows?
Yes? What is it?
I've been keeping this from you for a while. It's about my crest. It's just terrible.
And she still believes the superstitions on her crest with Lorenz. But of course, other people have snapped her out of it in other sports.
Please, that's quite enough.
Good job, Lorenz.
Oh,
You're trembling. If uttering this secret hurts you, then I have no desire to hear it.
But sometimes a secret must be shared to lessen the burden and help you get over it.
it's just...
Your smile is a greater gift to me than any truth.
Oh, nice.
Whatever you have hitherto concealed, I am certain it is essential to you, and I do wish to know it. But not until the day arrives when you can tell me with a smile on your face.
Now that was
I'm not the sort of
smooth.
man to prize my own knowledge over others' happiness, you know.
Lorenz really has gone up in as a character in my eyes from all the previous supports.
Besides, the mystery is part of your charm.
Now I just need to see the rest of his sports with Catherine.
You're funny, Lorenz.
There, that's what I mean. Your beauty is always captivated, but that smile truly warms my heart.
This is the first time I've smiled in so long, and I have your kindness to thank for that.
As I've said, you are perfect just as you are. But I suppose I can take a little credit. Yes, your radiant smile shall illuminate all the world. With me by your side, you will not be able to help it.
Seeing a smile on someone who's always so dapper and just sharing it with everyone is always a great thing.
I'm looking forward to that.
And it's quite funny. I've been saying Lorenz's name the whole time wrong. It's a soft R, not a hard R for Lorenz, like I've been saying, but it's Lorenz. Now, Lysithea.
Lysithea? It's no good for you to expose yourself to such strong sunlight,
She's so pale, she sunburns her easily.
and a chill could steal upon you at any moment. You really ought to have worn a mantle.
He's shooting himself in the foot by treating her so fragile like.
You have been running yourself absolutely ragged. Would you please consider taking some rest?
Enough is enough. I am fully aware. Now, stop following me.
She's mad.
Only concerned for your health.
That's great and all, but I feel fine today, and I'm perfectly capable of caring for myself. I don't have time to take a rest. I'm overloaded with work, and I have less time than everyone else. I just want to do my own thing, bring order to the Alliance, and put my parents' minds at ease.
No need to rush. How can you be so certain your lifespan is shortened anyway? I do not know who decided that, but consider me skeptical. If you are healthy now,
Yeah.
and if you take proper care of yourself, you ought to live just as long as anyone else.
The whole thing is, Crest, I believe, put a lot of burden on the body, and it's already given her a sign of premature aging by causing her hair to go white.
That's all well and good, but those vitamin-packed sweets you brought tasted weird.
If you want a healthy body, then you need to start with what you eat.
You have a point, but those health sweets are gross.
Like every other kid and every person thinks. Though some of them are really good if you get the right recipes and the right sweets.
I sent for the finest in wholesome, healthy treats for you. I asked only for the very sweetest.
Might have been too sweet.
That was pretty nice of you. I'm sorry, Lorenz. Thank you for being so thoughtful. Still, I don't need bushels and bushels of them. Gaining a ton of weight won't exactly lengthen my lifespan either.
Yep.
I mean, I like to be able to hang out with you as much as possible. And for as long as possible.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. They're talking about weight here. And from January 15th, I went from like 350. And right now I'm down to 305. So I've lost 45 pounds in about the last 4 or 5 months. So I'm feeling really great about that. And it's always hard to keep off the weight instead of putting more on.
Truly? Oh, I'm so glad. I feel the same. Even in an otherwise perfect future, I still cannot see a happy life for myself without you in it. In fact, the more time we spend together, the more essential to me you become. So let us walk side by side toward a future together.
Yikes! Keep it down, will you?
Oh, he flustered
Why are you
her.
flustered? What is there to be embarrassed about? You know I will always care for you.
Okay, noted. Will you just calm down already?
She does not know how to react with people kind of flirting with her.
You need not worry about a thing. I will look after you no matter what may come. After all, the future of Fodlan rests upon my shoulders, does it not?
There's... Okay, that's kind of a joke, but it is arrogance. The future rests upon everyone's shoulders.
I won't give up on myself either. Thanks for caring, Lorenz.
There you go. So let's quickly check her supports. So Raphael has 4. Lysithea now has 2. Hilda has 3. Marianne has 3. And Ignatz has 4. Of course, they're all interlocked with each other. So yeah, in our next exploration weekend, we will go and actually finish that. And you know what? I'm going to change something here. Okay, let's see. Academy without the cloak. With the cloak. You know what? We'll go around in the Sothis Regalia. I'll keep the glasses. There we go. Yeah, I love that you can go and change it how everyone looks. So we will save here,
Well,
and in our next video, we have some lessons to do, and then we'll do a battle. So like I said, there's going to be about 3 videos on the 12th. Then once that ends, we'll do well, it'll once we do the 3rd battle, it'll automatically take us for the teaching, and then we'll start our last exploration for this week before we go and attack Fort Mercius, whatever. Sometimes spelling can be so interesting, especially with the pronunciation. So this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com, just SomeDudePlays to play video games. And as always, if you've liked my content and my videos, please interact with the channel by sharing, liking, subscribing, visiting SomeDudePlays.com. And remember, we are all legends, so have a great day, everyone.